An Apex Legends dev has hinted that the Peacekeeper shotgun might return to ground loot sooner rather than later, as players miss the gun with it being stuck in care packages only. As Respawn Entertainment have released new seasons for Apex Legends, they've had the tough task of keeping the game balanced while also keeping the meta fresh and interesting. The Battle Royale developers have constantly rotated the fully kitted gold weapons, as well as those that can only be found in care packages. The latter causes some issues, as some fan-favorite guns, mainly the Peacekeeper, have been stuck in the drops for a little longer than normal. Typically, weapons that aren't a Kraber will spend a season inside a care package, but the Peacekeeper is now into its 4th season as a drop-only weapon, and players want it back as ground loot. Apex developer Eric Canaves responded to one of the calls for a change on the Apex Legends subreddit, diving into a bit of the science, being picking the care package weapons. "We actually consider what the loot looks like with a ton of different combinations entering and exiting the care package," he said. "This season we decided to keep the care package contents the same to allow for the meta to settle in with the addition of the 30-30 repeater, a weapon that has a somewhat similar charging mechanic, but this isn't a hard rule or anything. We know the Peacekeeper is a fan favorite and is one of the first weapons we consider coming out of the care packages each season, so keep an eye out in the future." As the dev suggests, once the meta settles down and players figure out what works and what doesn't, Respawn will be able to make changes based on that data. Everyone from casual players to professionals have been hoping for a return to floor loot for the Peacekeeper, even if it means hitting it with a slight nerf to balance it out. A mid-season change to the supply drop weapons is rather unlikely, so it will probably be a case of waiting for Season 9, set to start in early May. Now moving on to ranked duos. Apex Legends does have a ranked queue, but it only serves those wanting to play in a trio. While there is a normal game mode for duos, Respawn has stated a ranked queue for twos will be unlikely. When Respawn added ranked to Apex Legends in Season 2, there was only the one squad size, trios. It's the way Respawn intended Apex Legends to be played. However, after adding duos to the game in April 2020, there was hope Respawn may give the smaller squads their own ranked queue. When it comes to the competitive nature of Apex, we are first and foremost a 3-legend squad game. The bulk of balancing is and will always be done with this game mode in mind, developer Eric Canaves told players on Reddit. To have a true and competitive duos mode that is missing a third of a squad that the game is designed and balanced around can lead to an ultimately unstable experience at various levels of play, and making those concessions isn't something we're willing to do. Features like no-fill, which is being added later in Season 8, can give players the same sort of feel. However, a pure ranked duos queue isn't even on Respawn's horizon. Things may change over time, but much like their adamant stance against solos, it looks like ranked duos may never eventuate. That's all I got for now. I'll be back with some more Apex.